I'm gonna show you the fastest way to learn songs on the piano. It's called a lead sheet. Now, a lead sheet gives you just the information you need to play the song. So it gives you a melody, it gives you chords, and it gives you rhythm. And then you get to fill in the rest. And I'm gonna take you through it step by step. Let's go. So this is a lead sheet. We've got the melody, we've got the chord symbols, and this one's for House of the Rising Sun. And if you want to download it so you can follow along with me, we've got a link for that below this video. The first step for me is figuring out how to play the melody. So even if you don't read music confidently, you can follow along. We're just gonna play A, and then we walk it up to C, we go up to E, then D, and then just back to A. We'll just work on that little part. So all of this sits under my 5 fingers in this A minor position. So if you can figure out that melody, I'll do it again. B, C, E, D, A, A. If you can do that, you can then take those chord symbols that appear above the melody to build out your accompaniment. The chords really have all of the secrets that will allow you to build your arrangement of this. And chords are not difficult or scary to build. So first thing, why don't we try just playing the note that the chord names? So if you see A with the little M beside it, it means minor, but just take your left hand and play A, like this. And then when it says C, you're just gonna move to C. And then for D, here's D. And then you can go to F. That's all. And so with that information, you can play a really simple, basic version of House of the Rising Sun. Now, if you want to take it sort of up a notch, make it a little more fancy, you're going to want to look at the chords in their entirety. So when you see A minor, you're going to build an A minor chord. And there's actually a formula to build any chord. So any minor chord, find the note that the chord is called, A. And then you're going to use 1, 2, 3 half steps. So that's from one key to the very next one. So from A, we go 1, 2, 3 to C, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 brings us to E. So an A minor chord uses A, C, and E. It's amazing. So even if I bring everybody up here and play that chord in a broken form, it sounds so pretty. So you see where we're going with this. That's our A minor chord. The next chord we need is C major. And a major chord uses a very similar formula, we just reverse. So instead of 3, 4, it goes 4, 3. So if you start on C, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, brings you to E. 1, 2, 3, brings you to G. So now we know we have the notes C, E, and G that we can use to create a beautiful left-hand accompaniment part. So I'm gonna bring it up here again. And then I'm just gonna play a broken C chord here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna build a chord on D. So this is a major chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gives us a black key. 1, 2, 3. And then F major. Do you see how this works? I'm gonna show you a couple more things you can do to build out a really beautiful left-hand accompaniment, but I wanted to tell you that if you want a more guided step-by-step approach to like learning and actually practicing these things, I've got a free 5-day course inside Pianote that's gonna show you everything you need to know to get really good at playing from a lead sheet, and that's all linked up below here for you as well. So we've learned that we can play a root note, or we can play a full chord, or we can break that up to create a beautiful left-hand part. And you don't have to play the chord in this shape. You can actually break it up a little bit more. So watch what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna use, instead of the A minor chord, A, C, and E, I'm gonna take the bottom note, that's the root, and I'm gonna take the 5th, which is just 5 above it. And then I'm gonna play the root on top, root, 5th root. Sounds pretty. And then I'm gonna take this position and I'm gonna move it actually down. So it doesn't matter if you move up or down between your chords. I'm just gonna find a C, root, 5th, and then I'm gonna move up to D. So there's my little root 5th root pattern. So there's a couple of things you can do to build that left hand part. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that new piano players will make when using a lead sheet is going too fast. So I just wanna let you know that you want to find the pacing that feels best for you, even if it's really simple at first. This is fine. Get comfortable here before you start to build out that accompaniment. Boredom is your friend. As soon as you get bored, that's when you'll start to get creative and things will get really fun and exciting. So don't go too fast. There's one more layer I want to add to this, and this is where things just become magical. So we're going to add some harmony below our melody. So what am I talking about? We're going to go from this to this. So we're filling up the sound. And all I did there was add notes from the chord below, that's the secret, below the melody note. So the melody, I'm harmonizing this note, the C. So I just use the notes of the C chord, which are C, E, and G, and I place them below the melody. There's E and there's G. And now I've got this beautiful sound. And we can keep going with that. We can harmonize the D as well. The melody's on D, so the notes I need are D, F sharp, and A. So there's A and there's F sharp. And then I'm going to go to an F chord. My melody was just recently on A, so I'm just going to add this F in here. So that's how you can use chord tones to begin to create your own unique arrangement of the song. Once you get started with this, you're not going to want to stop because the options are endless. So that is the magic of lead sheets, and it's really just the beginning. So if you're thinking, oh, where can I find more of these lead sheets? I've got you covered because inside Pianote, we've got over 1,000 lead sheets. You can access all of them for free, along with my 5-day course on how to do everything I just showed you. And I cannot wait to see you there.